Hello again and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Filofax customization video. If you do not like when people customize their covers or binders or whatever, then this video is not for you. I do this off camera, but I do de-ring this Norfolk Sage Filofax. This is my third time customizing a Filofax. I have two other sizes that I customized by de-ringing, so I felt a little bit more confident doing it this time. I'll link that video below in case you're interested in seeing how I did the de-ringing. However, I will say that it was much quicker this time and I didn't even use the hammer. I just had some pliers and I just kept pinching at the brads, I guess, that hold the rings in place. And I really wish that Filofax would make their rings removable, but I understand that they are a binder company. That's their major style, so of course they wouldn't want to make them removable. And I know some might think, why ruin a perfectly good binder? And it's because I really liked the cover and I want it to work for me. Every time I try to use rings, it just never works out. And I was just so in love with this color that I had to get it. I still haven't found a Filofax at a Home Goods or a Marshall's, but I do try to look for discounted Filofax online, and I managed to score this one, and I'm just so in love with this color. It is such a beautiful sage and I just love it. And it's so cute. This is, I guess, the pocket size. It has rather large rings and of course it's very stiff, but it has a nice configuration with this zipper pocket in the front. It's a different style than the Filofax covers I customized previously. It's also a pebbled leather and it does have a back pocket similar to how the Moterm covers do. Now I will admit that when I first saw that I would have to cut into the lining of the back pocket in order to remove the rings, I did hesitate. I at first was hoping my pocket 1917 notebook would fit after de-ringing, but this notebook is just a tad bit too tall. So I was a little bummed because I thought maybe I'd have to return it, or I thought maybe I would have to try to use it as a binder. This cover does resemble the Hobonichi A6 water green, I think is the cover, but the Hobonichi one is definitely more bluer than the Sage one is, and I really just love this sage color, which is again why I really wanted this cover, even though I really love this Hobonichi sea green cover or water green. I forget what the title is. So I was considering my options and I was playing around with the inserts again. I figured I would see how it looked with the inserts inside. It came with a week on 2 pages and some notebook paper, and I was just trying to test it out to see how I liked it. And the inserts, although a really nice size, were too, I don't know, like they were too wide when you closed the binder. And I don't know if it's just because I needed to fill it up even more, but then I figured it would be harder to, like, it would still be an issue with turning the pages. I also do not like where the pen loop is. In general, like, I just think it's kind of in the way. And I thought I had put enough in here, but again, it was just like there was overhang. And I was just like, how is this supposed to be a binder if there's overhang? So I just committed and I de-ringed it. I do not recommend you de-ring your binders if you are really attached to your covers. If you do not like customizing your covers or notebooks or anything, I do not recommend this. But if you like the challenge and if you want to make the cover work for you, I mean, this is a nice option, especially if you really love a color of a binder or a notebook or something. With that in mind, I am obsessed with my We Are Makers paper trimmer. It's a heavy duty paper trimmer and I've been cutting down notebooks so that I can use the sizing I actually want. A5 is not my size. I prefer A6 or B6 Slim as my main two. So ideally I would take an A5 and trim it down to a B6 Slim or a B6 Standard, and then I would take an A6 and make it into a pocket. This color just happens to be an A5 only, so I trimmed it all the way down to a pocket. But ideally I would try to use the size that's the closest to the notebook I'm trimming it down to so that I'm wasting less paper. I trimmed this one a tad shorter than I wanted to, so it's a little bit loose in terms of having it only in one side of the cover so that you can see the green cover. So I have to put it in both sides so that it can fit and doesn't shift around too much. So I will make sure to measure better next time. Aside from that, I'm loving how this looks. I'm loving the size. Even the pen loop isn't a huge issue at this point. I do wish I had a corner, like a heavy duty corner trimmer so that the corners could be rounded, but that's my next tool that I might invest in. And here it is with my Kaweco Milligram Sage. It's a perfect match. Oh my goodness, I love this combo. I just love this color so much. It is beautiful. This size is also a much better fit with a journal insert versus the traveler's notebook customizations I did with the other Filofax. I am sad that I had to cut into the liner in the pocket, and I'm not a huge fan of this pocket to begin with. I don't really use it on my Moterm, but you know, it's there, and of course it kind of adds to the cover not laying flat, but it's not a huge issue. I have my clips. I hold down the corner when I'm journaling, so it's not a big issue for me. So here I am just decorating my notebook like I normally do with these transparent pockets to add in some ephemera and just some flair to make the cover more myself. I added some stickers into the zipper pouch right here. We'll see how bulky that can be. I don't know what will really fit in the pockets in the back, but you know, that's fun to kind of figure it out. My mom gifted me these corner bookmarks, and it's like a pleather material, and I just thought it was so cute. I ended up putting it on the front corner of my notebook to give it, again, some extra decorative flair. I'm so happy with how this turned out, but I am just really excited to journal in this, and I think I will use this when I need a break from my larger journal. I am so excited to finish up the current journal I have going right now, and I'm tempted to just move into using this as my daily journal. It's been a while since I've journaled in a pocket-sized journal, but I really do love that size. I've been in a creative slump for the past month and a half, I feel like, or maybe even longer. So I'm happy to be working through it and trying to find things that, you know, give me that creative push. Not that I needed a new journal. I'm very happy with my B6 Slim, but this also was just a cover I just kept thinking about. I saw someone post about it not too long ago, and again, this color just really was so pretty. I just couldn't pass it, and when I found it on sale, I just went for it, and I'm so glad it worked out. And if you're considering doing this to a binder, please take your time and just go really slow and just really think about it before you do it, just in case you may change your mind. I would definitely start on a cheaper planner cover just in case and just practice doing it, or if you find a used one or one on sale that you don't mind damaging. I just know I really wanted this color. I just can't stop gushing about it. It is such a cute cover now, and I'm so happy to have it in my lineup. Well, that's all I really wanted to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you in the next one.